moment, yeah, yeah. When I'm in the moment, in the moment, in the moment, yeah, yeah. When I'm in the moment, in the moment, in the moment, yeah, yeah. When I'm in the moment,
Go
in the
back to
moment.
the quote. And when women walk all over you, when women walk all over you, they despise you. They despise you. It's the weirdest thing. When they're able to walk all over you, they're disgusted by you. So when they're disgusted by you, they start to hate you, and then they're gonna use you. They're gonna treat you in the worst possible way. Even when you find out they do dirt, they're gonna hurt you in the worst possible way. Let's play this video real quick. I know y'all seen this one. This one's pretty funny. This is another mess around and find out.
After I gave him the ultimatum, he just looked at me in my face and was like, if you feel like you need to move, move. And so we went through 3 months of like chicken, where I had no friends in Vegas, no family in Vegas. I just really blurted that out. I did not mean it. I had no intention. I had no job. I had nothing. I had no plans on moving to Vegas. I thought I was going to force this man to propose to me. For 3 months, he was like, do what you got to do. You want to move, move. So the last day I was putting my stuff in the car, he came over and helped me put my stuff in the car, and we putting stuff in the trunk, and I just started crying. I'm like, you really gonna let me leave? He looked at me and he said, have a safe trip.
Now I think that's funny because I think what this kind of signifies to me is that today men do not see the benefits of marriage, and we won't be pressured into marriage like we used to be back in the day. Like back in the day, we used to have to
Well, after I
yeah,
gave him,
we used to have to get a shotgun in your back. You used to have to get shotgun winnings. Now men don't fear dying alone. Like dying alone was always, like I said, the where Kevin Simmons got that "buy a dog, die alone" phrase was because that's what men used to do. We used to, when we couldn't get no wife, we would buy a dog. That's what they used to call a dog, a man's best friend. Because if we had no wife, we would buy a dog and then we would die alone. But now men are realizing this and like, okay, cool. We're not gonna be pressured. You're not gonna put no ultimatum on me talking about, oh, you're gonna move to Vegas. All right, leave. Leave. Get out of here. Because men are finally realizing there's a lot more peaceful without you and trying to pressure us into something that could ultimately end horribly for us. Like marriage destroy or divorce destroys men. It destroys men. Like his life was destroyed.
him the ultimatum, he just looked at me in my face and was like, if you feel like you need to move, move. And so we went through.
And I think that's what they call like a sigma male. Like he's the type of guy that look. That's the type of guy like look. We gotta have that mindset where you can't be afraid to lose a woman. You can't. Like if she's a woman in your life and she's trying to do something that is not a jive to your goals and your program, she don't fall into your program. You got to be like, okay, you can leave. She was trying to force this man to marry her, and that was not his program. So when she hit that ultimatum, he was like, okay, you can leave. Go ahead and leave.
Went through 3 months of like chicken, where I had no friends in Vegas, no family in Vegas. I just really blurted that out. I did not mean it. I had no intention. I had no job. I had nothing. I had no plans on moving to Vegas. I thought I was going to force this man to propose to me.
And that's the problem with these modern women. They think they can force a man into commitment. They think that okay, I give this guy sex, I might cook and clean for him a little bit. Okay, now I'm forced into commitment. But that's the biggest trap. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. The bait and switch. The bait and switch. Men know that women can switch on the dime. Women are committed to their feelings. So the moment she gets unhappy, it's divorce time. And this man's gonna be ruined. He knows this. He knows how she acts. He knows how she is. So she's trying to force him into something that's going to financially ruin him because obviously she's doing this. She's doing an ultimatum. So that already is a red flag. Man, if your woman is doing an ultimatum and telling you that, oh, um do this or I'm gonna leave, let her leave. Let her leave. It's not worth it. Because it's gonna be this and then it's gonna be something else. Oh, if you don't cook, I'll leave. If you don't clean, I'll leave. If you don't buy me this, I'll leave. And just imagine if that was your wife. Let her leave. Never try to make a woman stay. Let her leave. It's never worth it. Never fight for the relationship. If she wants to ultimatum, if she makes an ultimatum, leave. Let her leave.
For 3 months, he was like, do what you got to do. You want to move, move. So the last day I was putting my stuff in the car, he came over and helped me put my stuff in the car. And we putting stuff in the trunk. And I just started crying. I'm like, you really going to let me leave? He looked at me and he said, have a safe trip.
Yep. Exactly. That's how you should operate as a man. Have a safe trip. Because these women like trying to give these ultimatums. It's so weird that these women try to give these ultimatums to force men into something that men already know is a lose-lose situation. We know we're gonna get with this chick. She's gonna act completely different. She's gonna get lazy. She's gonna be complacent. And when she gets lazy and complacent, she's gonna be miserable. She's gonna be unhappy. She's gonna expect you to. She's gonna expect you to grow. She's gonna expect you to grow. And then when you don't grow, when you stay stagnant, when you're happy where you're at, because most men, when they get married, they get complacent as well. That's another reason why men get divorced because they get happy and complacent because they got a wife. They don't grow themselves. But when you don't, then she's gonna get mad at you and say, "Oh, you don't do this, you don't do this for that." She's gonna find every excuse to leave. I'm telling you.